hidden treasures in the forest. Forest contains many things including herbs, medicine and for beautiful purposes. Michael is a successful businessman, he owns a plantation. One day, Michael's workers had told him that the Aborigines near his plantations collect a plant, known as rhino whiskers. Michael was very interested about this. He went to meet with a few Aborigines in the area, who have traditional knowledge related to the plants, to learn more about the benefits and uses of the rhino whiskers plants. Michael WhatsApp his friend to tell his intention and get some advice.
Hi Johan, I want to get a specimen of the rhino whiskers to conduct research on the plant, which potentially can be used to develop a health and beauty product. Is that legal, for taking and using traditional knowledge of orang asli in Malaysia?
Hi Michael, for commercial or potential commercial purposes, you should apply for a permit to the relevant competent authority in the form and manner, as may be prescribed and which shall be accompanied by payment of the prescribed fee. It is a requirement under Section 12 in Access to Biological Resources and Benefit Sharing Act 2017 ACT 795.
So, is that a person has a legal obligation to share the benefit arising from utilization of orang asli traditional knowledge, related to biological resources?
Under the same Act but different sections, which is Section 23(1), have stated if you want to access a biological resource and traditional knowledge associated with a biological resource that is held by such as from Aborigines shall be obtained with prior informed consent. And also under Section 23(3) Act 785, a person who intends to access the biological resource, or traditional knowledge in subsection 1, if for commercial or potential commercial purposes under subsection 12(1), shall enter into a benefit-sharing agreement with the relevant indigenous community.
Actually, who owns the wild plants in Malaysia?
The wild plants in Malaysia actually involve many parties such as federal government, state authority, government departments, agency or higher institutions, indigenous or local communities, or an individual property, which depend on situations. For examples, the wild plants are owned by the federal government or state authority, possessing biological resources in situ conditions, or in respect of ex situ biological resources, where the resource originates.
Johan, may I know, which international convention governs access to genetic resources including relevant traditional knowledge, and benefit sharing arising from their utilization?
Convention on Biological Diversity (CBD) is one of international convention governs access to genetic resources. The convention is the only international instrument comprehensively addressing biological diversity. In accordance with domestic law, Article 7 have stated that each party shall take measures, as appropriate, with the aim of ensuring that traditional knowledge associated with genetic resources that is held by indigenous and local communities is accessed with the prior and informed consent or approval and involvement of these indigenous and local communities, and that mutually agreed terms have been established. The benefits sharing may include monetary and non-monetary benefits.
In conclusion, traditional knowledge regarding plants can be obtained easily if it has been used in a right way. Laws and regulations need to be followed and obeyed, which this action will save the plants from being used illegally an inappropriate amount. Thus, environment can be conserved.